Gentleman from 29.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and ladies and gentlemen. I rise to debate in favor of House Bill 117. I support this bill along with what has been said, and also as a matter of principle. I don't think the founders of our country created something or intended to create something that had greater power than themselves. I've heard a lot of discussion and debate and quotes about who said this and who said that. But those people went to that body to solve a problem, and I don't think you can convince me that they intended to create something that was greater and had more power and authority than they reserved to themselves. Now, we come to the present situation. We have a federal government who keeps taking away our freedom, keeps giving us mandates. We have wolves that we can't manage. We have wetlands. I can't plow a ditch in my own field without government permission, federal government permission. We have EPA regulations. We have the Endangered Species Act. We have Clean Water Act. And if you think the Clean Water Act is cumbersome, wait until and if the Clean Water Restoration Act comes down, because it's sitting in Washington just waiting for the opportunity to come down and further encumber us. We have mandates to our public schools. Now, I understand that we get federal funding from the federal government. I understand that we get more than our share of the highway distribution funds. I understand we get money from the federal government to our schools. I think I get all that. Now, we heard in committee very eloquently, I guess, from a gentleman who said that our only recourse, at least I took from what he said, our only recourse is through the courts and from lawyers. I submit that that has been a precedent that has been usurped by some, and I think that is the problem, not the solution. That is what's wrong with us. That's what's got us to where we are now. We've relied on and listened to these lawyers, and I don't mean to demean. I have a great respect for that institution, and we need lawyers. But the system has gotten us to where we are today. Now, I don't recommend seceding from the Union. But if Uncle Sam wants to say, you're out of line, and you're doing something that's unconstitutional, and we're going to withhold all federal funding from you, I say, Uncle, you bring it on. You bring it on as soon as you want. Because in this state, depending on which facts well, it's only a fact if it's true, but which figures you look at, between 63 and 79% of the state within our border is federally managed. Between 5 and 6% is managed by the state. Now, if they want to get tough, if the federal government wants to get tough, and think of the implications, if we managed all of the land, all of the federal land within our state borders, we could build highways galore, and we could take care of our schools like we're supposed to. I remember when federal funding to education came about. I remember it distinctly in my mind. It was a sad day. Ladies and gentlemen, right? The signers of the Declaration said, we mutually pledge to each other our lives, our fortunes, and our sacred honor. And I think we have an opportunity today to stand up and do what the people are wanting us to do, what they're telling us to do, and make a stand. And I'm not afraid of the, well, I am a little afraid of the consequence, but the consequence to me is not greater than the principle upon which this bill is founded. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.